It is the 41st millennium. For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy. There is only war. Every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the God Emperor of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes, keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one in which I serve.
Again, commence for translation.
Our war is not one of battlefields and fleet engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition. It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium. In the back streets and the forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertian.
We are surrounded! Don't get overrun! Through this door!
For if the Inquisition fails, if we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
Holy shit, brothers. How's that for a cinematic? Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new series. I know what you're thinking. Starting a new series when you have 40 plus series that are all unfinished. Welcome, my friends, to a new game. This game is called Warhammer 40k Darktide. Now I'm late to the party, and I don't have all the DLC, so I can't play everything. And I've never played this game before, so we better do some stuff, eh? Make sure some stuff is on. I mean, it auto set everything to max. So. So we're going to choose carefully because we're probably not going to play every character ever, and we're probably not going to grind this game into oblivion. And as is tradition with most games, I try to play them vanilla before I do some, before I mod them. In fact, I don't think I'm supposed to mod this game, so we're just not going to mod it. We'll go as far as we can and then we'll die. Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new series. Each time I start a new series, I like to start with a monologue explaining kind of who I am and where I've been and what type of content I make. Some of you, most of you here now know me from the Hive Workshop, back when I used to create Warcraft 3 models. A lot of you might know me from Halo, back in the days when Halo Combat Evolved for PC was the only Halo that existed. Some of you might know me from my Aliens Let's Play, my Alien series, Dark Descent, and the immense fun that we had there. Some of you might know me from Red Solstice 2, since there's less than 40 people playing that game nowadays. Most of you guys there probably know of me. Some of you might know me from your time spent playing Eternal Crusade. I was a very prominent orc on Eternal Crusade. Some of you might know me from your time spent playing Grand Theft Auto 5 during the terrible, terrible airplane wars. The terrible airplane wars were terrible, brothers. Some of you might know me from my time spent on Barotrauma, specifically the modding Discord for Barotrauma. Some of you might know me from my time spent playing StarCraft 2 and doing the StarCraft 2 modding Discord, specifically the three-dimensional model Discord. Some of you might know me from one of my newer series, such as Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2, or Dead Space 3. And some of you might know me from my time spent playing Total War, or Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. Some of you may have even joined me on my journey playing Dawn of War 1, which didn't get very far, but definitely has potential to go further for sure. I play video games, but I also mod video games. I approach video games from a perspective that's different from everyone else. While everyone is busy shitting on game story or game play, I look at three-dimensional assets, the three-dimensional shapes, the UIs, all that stuff. That's the stuff that's cool to me. So, for example, in this shot right here, you look at this word, it says choose class. This is a two-dimensional word. This is boring. This is a Warcraft 3 style UI, what they call a widget. It's a UI widget. Boring. Floating buttons, boring. Floating buttons, boring. Now this is kind of cool with the highlight icon. StarCraft 2 did this as well. They're called interface. They're called interface glows. You notice that the picture changes when you mouse over it compared to when you click it. So the glow is the white and the orange is the selected. So there's three versions of the same picture. There's a gray one, there's a yellow one, and there's a uncolored basic green one. So they're using three pictures over top of each of these. Now, this game has DLC. I know that people are upset about the DLC and the way the DLC works. I'm not a fan of companies that dump a bunch of DLC and then abandon the game. There are a few games that have done this so far. Homeworld 3 did this. Yeah, Homeworld 3 is probably the best example of this. Dead Space 3 was pretty bad for its DLC. At least Sins of a Solar Empire DLC added like new systems and stuff, but it still wasn't. It was still pretty bad too. What other games, brothers? You're here in the chat. You can help me. What other games have had bad DLC where the DLC is really bad? Painful even. Dragon Age? Yeah. Okay, fair. I don't know much about Dragon Age, so you might be right. Oxygen not included? Yeah, I guess they've been pretty bad with their DLC too. The DLC, each of those DLCs has been like a lot of content though. But the way it soft locks your campaigns by crashing them, yeah, that is pretty bad. Yeah, I remember that now. There are quite a few games that have pretty bad DLC, and people complained about this one's DLC too. See, there's 4 base classes, and I'm reminded of Diablo interface here when I click these icons. So you got the inquisitors, people. You got the commissars, people. You've got the librarians, people. Ogrins. I don't know the lore on Ogrins. Yeah, so here we have the veteran. Troopers of the Astra Militarum. Veterans are valued as skilled and seasoned warriors of the Emperor of Mankind. Zealots. Zealots are fanatically pious warriors whose rage and fervor in the Emperor's name leads them to places those of lesser faith would fear to tread. Here they are, librarians. Psychic mutants or psychers draw powers from the immaterium to fuel their formidable mental abilities. They are viewed with suspicion as witches throughout the Imperium. Ogrin. Ogrins are massive, powerful abhumans, often used as shock troops of the Astra Militarum. They are strong and loyal, but have limited intelligence. Okay, so for those of you who didn't play Dawn of War 1, Ogrins are like your anti-tank rocket infantry for the Imperial Guard. So using the Company of Heroes engine, if you guys can contemplate and if you're capable of comprehending what Company of Heroes 1 and 2 is, the Ogrin was the Panzer Grenadier. Does that make sense? The Ogrin was the Panzer Grenadier, and it's pretty funny because sometimes they would actually say the exact same thing. They had a quote. There was a particular quote that Panzer Grenadiers would say. I think they would say something along the lines of, "This half-track is kaput." Whenever they would kill a light vehicle, that half-track is kaput. And Ogrins would say that too. They would say that truck is kaput. Day is kaput. So it's a kind of an homage to that. Company of Heroes 1, I think, came out after Dawn of War 1. So maybe that's what they're making fun of. But anyway. So Ogrins supposedly are like genetically mutated humans that came out genetically mutated. So they have fat heads and they have fat arms. I think they're sterile according to the lore. So they don't have sex or anything. Like, they don't fuck and make more Ogrins. They're kind of created by the military. Created by the military to, like, help humanity not die, because humanity's running out of ideas. See, that's the thing, right? People don't realize this. Humanity may be across the entire galaxy because they're so prevalent and progenitive. But no matter where they are in the galaxy, they're losing. That's kind of the point. That's the moral of the story. So in the Tyranid sectors, they're being overwhelmed by the Tyranids. In the Chaos sectors, they're being overrun by Chaos demons. The Chaos demons range in flavor, depending on the Chaos god. So in one sector, it could be Corn demons, and in another sector, it's Nurgle demons. It's still Chaos, but it's just different. So the humans in the kind of like in Chaos Gate, the Nurgle is wiping everything out with plague, whereas Zinich is mind-fucking Tychus, right? Not Tychus, excuse me, Titus. Titus, I should say, not Tychus. So easy to mix them up. They're so similar. It's true. So in this game, now, from my understanding, this is essentially a port of the Vermintide engine, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, it's Vermintide, but 40k. I didn't get into this game when it was new. I think at that time I was busy doing other things, so I just had no urge, right? But tonight, We're going to try it out. We're going to see if this is worth a series. Because I didn't know how much Space Marine 2 I would play. I thought I would do 5, 10, 15 episodes of it, beginning to end, to complete the story, to complete the boss. And I ended up doing 150 episodes. So you could argue that that game exceeded my expectations. Albeit the assault patch that they did was really bad. It killed the multiplayer, completely killed the multiplayer. But the game itself, like for the majority of the most part, it was good. So this could be really good too. We're just waiting for a couple more people to join us so that it's not... Because the one person that actually did want to see this is not here yet. So... Now, I don't own all the DLC, so I can't get the Arbitrator. The Arbitrators of the Adeptus Arbites are the enforcers of the Lex Imperialis, the brutal imperial law that governs the countless millions that call the Imperial home. So they're basically cops. They're space cops. They got the Book of Laws and their Judge Dredd helmets and their riot shields with their special purification seal. Now the dog looks stupid, guys. Let's just be honest, guys. There's no dogs in the Warhammer 40k universe. They're all dead. You never see them. They don't exist. Terra doesn't have living things anymore. It's a machine city. It's no longer alive. Like, there's no forests or anything on Terra, so you don't have... And look at the legs, man. Come on. Are you guys seeing flashbacks to the wolf squads in Terminator Dark Fate? I'm sorry, guys. That just looks stupid. This looks cool. This looks really cool. This is stupid. Hive scum. Great. Hive scum are the high-ranking cartel officers. Why are we calling them cartels? Why are cartels in everything? They're not cartels. They're hive scum. You don't need to have the word cartel there. It just breaks the immersion. Blades and guns ready to do the... Yeah, just say scum's dirty work. You don't have to say... Or no, even better. I think you could... There's an actual word that they actually use. It's not cartel. It's, Undercity dwellers, isn't it? Because they live in the Undercity? Because there's a difference between the ones that are on the surface, who are quote-unquote the good guys. I think it's these guys that are the good guys. These are the good guys. These are the assholes. And these are the actual villains. At least that's the impression I was given. These guys are too busy dealing with the demons to give a shit about these guys, right? Like, that's the lore, right? So these guys and these guys are like super tight. Like he kills all of the chaos predators and saves the day, you know, from the hellspawn. Or no, what were they called in Dawn of War 1? They weren't called hellspawn. They were called bloodthirsters. These guys are what saved you from the bloodthirsters. Because you didn't have this. This wasn't a thing yet. So it was just this. If you didn't have this, bloodthirsters destroyed you. And even then, you still lost a lot of these guys to the bloodthirsters. It's just the bloodthirsters took more damage faster from a giant blob of these guys than it did from an ocean of these guys. So these guys and these guys are tight. These guys were the ones killing all the cultists, making them scream, "How have we failed?" And these guys were getting stomped on by the bloodthirsters, okay? That's the lore. These two are tight. These two together are also kind of tight, because these guys serve the Inquisition, and librarians are always doing whatever the Inquisition says to do. So in other words, these ones basically boss these ones around. These ones hate these ones. These ones and these ones get along. These ones get along. These ones and these ones don't get along. These ones and these ones don't get along. These ones and these ones don't get along. So there's a kind of a messy collection of things. Show details. I didn't even see that button. More damage when you're ranged. A grenade. Suppression immunity. Can peek above cover while crouched when using aim down sights. So like a better crouch? Huh. Melee. The melee class. I find it depressing that there's no Space Marine to choose. Where's my Space Marine, guys? You're fucking it up. Yeah, Space Marines don't live in the hive cities. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I want to fucking play as a Space Marine. I think that would be sick. We are literally fighting Hellspawn. What the hell? Oh, flamethrower. Oh. This changes everything. He gets the flamethrower. But the grenade is so good. I just know it. Man, I don't even know what that means. Quill's 10% barrel? I don't know what that means. Charge up your psychic power and release it. Deal damage to a single enemy. Blaze Force Sword, Dueling Sword, Void Blast, Force Staff, Electro-Kinetic Force Staff, Quick Draw Stub Revolver. Ogrins, the anti-tank. Bull Charge, Forwards. You're basically a new Barak from Heroes of the Storm. Unyielding enemies and monstrosities. So in other words, once you slap into something big, you die. Or you get stunned. Or it stops charging, whatever. Throw a box of grenades, oh my god. With great strength and enthusiasm for high damage against a single enemy. Big box of hurt. Intimidating presence. Class iconic, being damaged while reviving or assisting allies no longer interrupts you. Dodging staggers enemy non-elite specialist human-sized enemies. Oh, as in like when you do your dodge. So if this is anything like Vermintide, you would get the dodge, right? Or the block. They're calling it dodge, but I think it's block. Non-elite / specialist human-sized enemies. So non-monsters, basically. 25% plus toughness damage reduction and 20% damage resistance in addition while dodging, and for 2.5 seconds after, you have a further 40% increased damage resistance. Battle Maw and Slab Shield. Bully Club. Grenader Gauntlet. Twin-linked Heavy Stubber. Ripper Gun. Well, I gotta say, we got quite a few choices. I gotta say, the flamethrower on the... Oops. The flamethrower section. Do they show the flamethrower section for the Zealot? Oh, does he get a grenade too? He does get a grenade. They don't show the flamethrower though. I bet you I don't get the flamethrower right away. It's a difficult decision, brothers. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Ogren. What? The Mobian domain is full of established worlds, burgeoning settlements, and far-flung colonies. Even though you have been on the move for a long time, there's still one place that you can call home. Oh my god. Yeah. When they say naval, they mean spaceship naval. Well, obviously it's Acadia. I mean, obviously. One character is defined by childhood experience, or so they say. Like so many others in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, you've had a tough upbringing, but unlike many, you got through it, with scars to prove it. Orphans of the Imperium progenia are given an upbringing like no other within the Schola Progenium. There they learn discipline, willpower, and hatred of the traitor, preparing them for a life of service to the God Emperor. The oppressed youth of a planetary militia rarely achieve any rank, nor garner any glory. If they're lucky, they might learn some survival skills while serving as trench runners or ammo monkeys. To be born on a fortress world is to be indoctrinated into a militarized life at the earliest age. Upon such planets, the training and the equipping of soldiers is paramount. I don't know. There aren't a lot of options for folk like you growing up, but you had to find a way to overcome the trials of youth by fair means or foul. The grinding toll in the Imperium manufactorums care only about output, and if workers die due to overwork or lack of safety conditions, then so be it. More workers are readily available as grist for the mill, as long as the Imperium endures. No sacrifice is too great. In hives across the Imperium, violent fight pits are a common source of entertainment. Combatants range in skill from delusional amateurs to battle-worn professionals. Strong arm. Whether on the factory floor, in the dens of hive gangs, or within the ranks of the Astra Militarium, might often makes right. The strong are used to dominate while the weak fall by the wayside. Forged by toil. The Imperium is built upon the backs of strong laborers who man mines, farms, manufactorums, and loading docks throughout the galaxy. Some never know a life beyond the back-breaking toil, growing strong beneath the arduous demands of their overseers. Mining is grueling, dangerous work, and the guilds constantly need to replace those workers lost to mishap. The Miners' Guild is an economic powerhouse which places profits and productivity over the safety of its workers. This sounds like Frostpunk. Outcast. Imperial citizens are taught to hate and fear mutants and witches, and in such an atmosphere, any who show even a minor of inexplicable malady are avoided like the plague, or even ostracized by their communities. Enlisted. The militia are the first line of planetary defense and serve as fertile recruiting ground for the larger and better equipped forces of the Astra Militarum. Yeah, that sounds like me. Warp Storm. You've been through a lot. The struggle you can call life demanded it, but through it all, the hardships and all the triumphs, one incident stands out in your memory which has shaped you more than anything. Warp Storm. Warp travel is notoriously dangerous, and even routine trips can be temperamental. Losing months, years, decades, or even centuries during warp jumps is not uncommon, especially when warp anomalies or violent storms tear apart the Immaterium like the Eye of Terror. Mining incident. The life expectancy of a mine worker is low. Despite being an essential cog in the great industrial machine of the Imperium, those miners with sufficient will dream of escaping the endless drudgery of their subterranean existence. Stranded. Bureaucracy, mistrust, and miscommunication are rife across the Imperium, and the Mobian domain is no exception. Supply shipments can be lost due to clerical errors, and even infantry platoons can be abandoned due to the careless stroke of a scribe's autoquill. Saved by the Sarge. In the Mobian regiments of the Astra Militarum, it is commonplace for the survivors of battles to swear oaths to avenge their fallen brethren, no matter the cost. Your Sarge gave her life to save you. That must be honored. They must be talking about, Dawn of War 1 when they say that. Your Sarge gave her life to save you. That must be honored. I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Sisters of Battle campaign. Because there's that guy, right? The Sarge? It says her life. Who was the Sarge they're talking about, I wonder? It's got to be that campaign. Because that's the only time I remember video games even having a female sergeant. Was the Sisters of Battle campaign. It's the last one. It's the last level. It's the last Sisters of Battle campaign level. When they finally give you the organ. Recruited. The Astra Militarum draws recruits from a myriad of sources. A planet's militia, hive gangs, or even workforce provide fertile recruiting grounds. For some, service in the Imperial Guard is the only way to improve their lot in life, if only briefly. decorated for bravery. The galactic north of the domain is dotted with feral worlds, the site of constant battles to hold back the dark tide. It was in these fringe wars you found your courage and purpose. Ulk Station Massacre. The Ulk Station Massacre was a new low point in the Fringe Wars, where the forces of the Mobian domain were slaughtered and their colonies lost. Well, obviously it's the warp storm, guys. Oh dear lord. I can choose how ridiculous I look. Is there a goatee? Is there one that looks like me? Maybe we just go as ugly as we can. No, we want to go friendly, right? We want to be friendly. Oh my god. Maybe go full ape. Oh my god. Oh. Holy shit, man. Oh my dear lord. Give me the product. Give me the product. Oh man, that underbite. It's almost cringe. Oh my god, the gap teeth. This one looks the most friendly to me. Oh my dear lord, I changed my mind. Dear lord. Oh my god. I mean, so far, Monkey Boy is winning. Yeah, let's do that. Eye color. The fuck? Oh, it's the iris, so I see. Okay. Okay. Hairstyles. It's gotta be a ponytail, right? Is there a ponytail? Oh my god. It's like radiation victim look right there. It's fucking terrifying. Bald. Go full shock collar. You're part of the Brotherhood now. Oh my god. It's Tom Cullen. Look, guys. No blonde. No blonde. That's as blonde as we can get. M-O-O-N. That spells Tom Cullen. M-O-O-N. That spells peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh my god, we have to do it. We have to do the Tom Cullen. Oh, good. Here we go. Oh my good lord. Oh, yes. Tom Cullen. Oh, yeah. Tom Cullen, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. I gotta do something here. This is really important. I gotta write down something. Okay. Okay, oh my god, it's Tom Cullen, guys. Let's have no tattoos. Yeah, there we go. That's like me. Yeah, there we go. Scars. Oh my god. I want like a full burn victim. Full on burn victim. Do we have a full on burn victim? Like, just burnt to absolute shit? Like, do we, like full. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, burn victim. Hell yeah. Mega burn victim. Tom Cullen, but he's been to the Great Machine. He's fought the Munchin Man, and he's fought Randall Flagg. It's It's perfect. Oh god, we gotta go short as we can, right? I can't go any shorter than that. I can't pick the face. I mean the arms. Wait, I could go full Aryan Brotherhood. What's the most racist looking tattoo setup? Wolves. Eagles. A tramp stamp. One full sleeve. My dad has that tattoo. The knife and the serpent. Or one kind of like it. The eyes on the chest are just so cringe. See, now that one's kind of cool. Yeah, we're just gonna... I wanted to do full burn victim. Oh my god, there's something horrible about that. Dear Lord. Is there one with the nose melted off? Wait, was there a face that was more burned? No, there isn't. Come on guys, we gotta be shorter. No? You want me to be taller? Is it taller or shorter better? You know what? We'll go tall, hey? Big fat Tom Cullen. Burn victim Tom Cullen. Where's the one that had a more? Yeah, that's pretty gross too. We'll go with that. Yeah, that's good. Your life choices have molded you to the person you are today. There is happiness in your life, sure, but you're left with plenty of scars, and not just the physical kind. This is what you have become, the bodyguard. Strange life, not part of the Astra Militaire, not part of the Imperial Guard no more. Not after things went bad on Colmar. Funny, really, Ogrins kept fighting long after the little ones ran away. Held that hill for 3 days. Little men in spiky armor charged us again and again. We broke them and threw them onto the rocks. 3 days we held alone. But there were no medals, no food. Only big angry words. Your operative's personality affects how your character responds to other characters and events. Oh shit.
If you want a strange life, not part of the Astra Military, not part of the Imperial Guard. Don't look at me funny. Don't like it.
The bully. If you want to win, you send your biggest, meanest, and angriest you've got. That's me, not these runts. They can't hold a proper gun, can't hold a proper knife, scream in pain all the time, or just because it's fun, or because they're bored. Idiots. Not enough. Not good enough. Not gonna win. Not without me. Everyone agrees. Everyone I talk to anyways. And people like talking to me if they know what's good for them.
You staring at me! Don't!
Oh, I see. So it changes the personality of the voice sound set.
All right. So I might have broken the legs a bit. So what? Laws are for little uns, weaklings,
That's right.
them who don't have the muscle to take what they want. But there's always something bigger, ain't there? Wouldn't be here otherwise. Gonna make the best of it, though. Way I see it, this is just another gang. Bit showier, maybe, but I can make it work. After all, every gang needs muscle, don't it? Huh? Yeah, things are looking up.
He sounds too much like an orc.
Not sure how I got here. Never am born it or don't. But me, I could fight in. This is a good day. Much fighting.
Yeah, that one's happy. That's what we want. This is where your life journey has led. You are a prisoner of the Imperium, convicted of a crime you may or may not have committed, but guilt is irrelevant at this point. Innocence proves nothing. Dereliction of duty. The punishment of dereliction of duty is often death, but in some cases the sentence is waived in exchange for service in a peanut battalion or worse. Misplaced faith. So powerful are the upper figures of the Adeptus Ministorum that they draw their ire by questioning their faith or worldly habits is to invite a death sentence. So in other words, you don't talk about the leaders. Insubordination. Disobedience, real or implied, to imperial authority is enough to earn demotion, prison, or death. Sedition. Overtly seditious conduct ranging from disrespectful speech to mass organization with intent to protest is all considered part of a tendency toward rebellion against the established order, and that is something the Imperium will not tolerate. The color of my suit, really? It's gotta be red, guys. Tom Cullen is red. Team Red, thanks. Your name. M-O-O-N. That spells Ogren. Oh, what? M-O-O-N. That spells Tom Cullen. To relinquish contempt is capitulation. To spare the traitors, to invite corruption. To question your masters, to betray the Emperor. The Emperor's justice is a beautiful thing. Mercy is a disease. Intolerance is the cure. The seeds of heresy are planted in the minds of the enlightened. Mankind stands upon the shoulders of the martyred. Here be the doom of mutants. Become righteousness made manifest. Oh yeah, that's what the Terminators would say in Dawn of War 1. Righteousness made manifest. I don't think they said become, but they did say righteousness made manifest. Unsweeping in vigilance, swift in justice, and relentless in hate. Seek knowledge but vengeance. Seek not knowledge but vengeance.
Prisoners all secure, ma'am.
I'll check for myself if you don't mind.
Of course, ma'am. But do be wary. Every one of them's a filthy heretic.
That one certainly is. Keep him intact. No accidents. My master wants to interrogate him as soon as we reach the hive.
Of course, ma'am. Upon my life.
This one, however.
Makes you wonder why we even bother shipping trash like that. Save a lot of data slate work just to process the execution notice now.
What do you say, criminal? Shall I put you out of your misery?
And ours, you would.
Be quiet. Well? Nothing to say?
I'm loyal. Served the throne.
But of course, I'll just let you out now then.
Shame you'll never get to prove that.
Front of terror! We're boarded!
Catch flying!
we do about that one?
Nothing. The boxers will be here to feed soon enough. Not expect this. What do I do now?
Oh. Oh yeah. They have a cave troll. Do I need to spam E? I'm spamming E as hard as I can.
Many alarms. Must be big trouble.
I need arms and response teams in the Block 87 Bay area. Bless this drone, there's no end to them.
Oh, I can jump. Okay, we're having some problems here with performance. I prefer performance over looks. Let's see how much worse it looks. Oh wow, buttery smooth. Way better. We still do have some issues with mouse sensitivity. Can we get that higher? Is that better? Yeah, that's better. I like saving.
My chance! Bleed!
Oh, my timing is so off.
Always win.
That's right, brothers. Except when there's bloodthirsters.
Where are my carking reinforcements? Security stations are overrun. We'll have to hold them in prisoner containment.
Guys, we're in trouble.
Maybe take elevator. Try other deck.
Great. You come for blood too, criminal? You said you were a loyal servant of the throne.
True.
Then prove it.
Stormraptor! Urgent extraction requested! The traitors have overrun the ship!
Confirmed. Stormraptor inbound.
I'm giving you a chance. Cross me and you're dead. You understand, criminal?
Yeah.
Oh shit, she is a health bar.
Stormraptor to Zola. Coming in hot. Get to the database.
Understood.
They won't die!
You're actually not bad at this.
Thank you.
Come on!
Space Marines fought alongside over it.
Masozi, get us the hell out of here!
Stand by, Zola. The guidance is out. I need a minute to recalibrate.
Great.
Let's give them a welcome they won't survive!
Come on! Oh, don't you want to tackle me now?
done anytime soon.
Still alive out there? Guidance is useless, so we're out of here.
Well, you coming or not? You helped me. Maybe I can help you. No promises. You'll probably wind up dead.
I was dead anyway.
Very poetic. Just don't tell anyone I let an escaped prisoner save my life. Or you'll be more than dead.
Let's get the hell out of here. Welcome to the Morning Star, Inquisitor Grendel's void ship, and you're home from now until you're no longer of use to us. Report to the Strategium at once, and don't make me regret sparing your life.
The amount of things popping up on my screen right now is heresy. Man, that music was so fucking loud. Holy shit. It was fucking cancer. Come on, guys. We play these games with no sound. Stratagem? I don't know what that is. A person? Looked like a shop. Am I high? Maybe a little high. Servitor skull? Hello? Are you a shop? You want me to go where? Oh, I guess it was the only one.
Ah, so the next step before we can...
Is this kind of no-oper the best we can recruit these days?
This one could be useful. Claims to be a loyal servant of the throne.
Sounds great.
This
I'm
is...
Sergeant Major Morrow. You're fresh meat. Mission briefings come through me. Let's see what you can do.
All right. Get to the Psychanium.
The what now?
So far, so good. Next up, you're to report to Stephanie at the Psychanium for additional training. Take my advice. Don't stare. She doesn't like it.
You must be the new recruit Explicator Zola spoke of. If I'm honest, and I am seldom otherwise, I am not impressed. No wonder she recommended you for further training.
Dear Lord.
Welcome to the meat grinder. Everything here may feel real, but don't worry, you won't get hurt. Not unless you anger Persephone. Don't be alarmed by my little puppets, but do shoot them, or hit them, a lot, with whatever weapon takes your fancy. They won't feel it. They're not real. They exist only so that you can learn more about me and about the weapons you carry. Stay as long as you like. Stephanie likes the company and the taste of your bloodlust.
Dear sweet lord, she's a witch.
I will mold your mind. Your body will follow. Welcome to the Psychonium, little one. Let's make a soldier of you. You can chain light or heavy attacks in any order. Chained attacks have different angles of attack and damage properties. Some weapons have a powerful special attack. Others have a special ability that changes their next attack. Pushing can stagger groups of enemies. Pushing requires stamina.
So cold. So hungry. Must feed.
Grenades can be equipped and thrown. Each class has access to different grenades. Use your combat ability to charge into enemies and knock them back. Dodging allows you to evade range fire and melee attacks. Enemy attacks initially damage your toughness. Once your toughness is broken, they damage your health. Additionally, enemy attacks will stagger and stun you if you have no toughness. Killing enemies in melee replenishes toughness. Each nearby teammate also grants toughness regeneration. That marks the end of basic training. You are now ready to serve. Should you wish to use armor-piercing weaponry and attacks to damage armored enemies. You can perform a unique follow-up attack after a push. Medipacks and ammo crates can be picked up and deployed to aid your team.
Ammo crate!
downed teammates can be helped up. Incapacitated teammates are captured by the enemy, but can be rescued. Corruption is caused by certain attacks, items, or being downed. Corruption reduces maximum health. If you are downed when the last segment of your health bar is corrupted, you are incapacitated and captured. Health can be restored and corruption cleansed at Medicaid stations. Medicaid stations have limited uses, indicated by the glowing lights. Dangerous enemies can be tagged to alert your team. World markers can be placed to help coordinate your team's tactics.
I need Medicaid! This way!
Sprinting helps avoid range fire. Crouching while sprinting performs a slide. Sliding helps evade attacks, similar to dodging. With ranged enemies forces them to stop shooting and engage in melee combat. When ranged enemies are shot at, they flinch, becoming suppressed. Suppressed enemies try to take cover and will not fire back. Enemy-ranged attacks cause suppression, making it harder to land accurate shots. Get out of the line of fire to restore accuracy. This marks the end of your advanced training. You now know everything you need to survive Tertia.
Seems the Inquisitor wants to take a look at you. Let's hope you don't disappoint.
It's time to drink some beer, bros. Delete? No, I don't want to do that. Account wallet. Intellect is the mask of the traitor. Vengeance never sleeps. The path to victory begins with hatred. Through all our means, we follow the Emperor's commands.
I am Grendel. It is my honor to serve the God Emperor of mankind, and fight the darkness that contaminates the Imperium. The supreme power of the Holy Inquisition is mine to wield. Who am I? I'm a warrior. The hive world of Atoma Prime is a vital stronghold of Imperial power. No matter the darkness, no matter the racking storms of space, Atoma Prime must stand resolute. But a threat has come. The very darkness I am sworn to deny. Who am I? I have learned that Atoma is cast by the dark stain of chaos. Chaos is the arch-enemy of mankind. It is the damnation of the warp. It is everything I am sworn to oppose. Who am I? I'm a warrior! It can only be cast out by the light of the throne and the scourging touch of flames. Who am I? I'm a warrior! As an instrument of the Inquisition, and no matter the risk to body and soul, I will purge the hive from top to bottom, and cut out every scrap of darkness I find. Who am I? I'm a warrior!
It's Tom Cullen,
So now
brothers.
you know what's at stake. The Inquisitor clearly thinks you have what it takes. And as you've come through all that unscathed, Tertium shouldn't hold too many terrors for you. Report to the mission terminal for your first assignment.
Soldiers of the Blessed Emperor, I am Hestia Prime, a daughter of Messalina and representative of the Holy Inquisition. It is my solemn duty to stand in witness to your deeds and to record the penances you undertake. History shall remember the martyrs who fell in Atoma's defense. May Saint Messalina walk ever beside you in the Emperor's light. Though it take a lifetime of blood and strife, Atoma shall be free. Speak to me of your accomplishments. Walk in the Emperor's light.
Well, I haven't hardly done anything, so...
Ahoy! I'm Commodore Hallowett, but you can call me my Lady Alice, or Oh Perfect Mistress. Oh, and don't bother telling me your name, my darling. Your sort don't last long, so I won't remember it. Good customers, though. That is different. I might have one or two special items for you, if you got the Aquilas. Strictly on the down low, though, you understand. Oh, and don't tell Rannick. Yeah, you're ready.
Found your way to the mission terminal, did ya? Guess that means I can't have you executed. Not yet. This is the heart of the operation. Your best friend if you want to stay in my good books. Atoma's in trouble. No two ways about it. The only hope we have in this mess lies in us sending our strike teams where they're needed. Making a difference wherever we can. For as long as we're still breathing. No guarantees on that last bit, by the way. So, ready to be a hero? Then think again. You're a reject. Fight like it.
Campaign 1, Campaign 2, Campaign 3. Not gonna lie, this wouldn't be my top pick for a first mission, but the situation is desperate. You're heading to the Chasm Station. You'll find out more on the way. Good luck. Redacted. Redacted. Well, that's pretty cancerous. You can't play single player. You have to play at least with one player, or else you can't do anything. Yeah, it says you need to be in a strike team to play private games. Yeah, requires a strike team of at least 2 players. So it forces you to play with people whether you want to or not. To even play it single player. So I think that's where we're going to end this one on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until I figure out more about how I can play this game alone, we won't be doing any more of this because I don't want to have to rely on other people. And if you can't play this game single player, then I guess that's just the end of that. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I will see you all in the next one.